Miller Act bonds explained. What every federal government contractor needs to know. If you're interested in bidding on federal construction projects, you've probably heard the term Miller Act bond. But what exactly is a Miller Act bond? Who needs one and why are they required? In this webinar, we're going to answer those questions in plain English. By the end, you'll understand how the Miller Act works, why it exists, what every government contractor should know, and how to get started with federal construction work. What is the Miller Act? The Miller Act is a federal law that requires contractors to provide certain surety bonds on many federal construction projects. It helps protect the federal government and the companies supplying labor and materials. Subcontractors and suppliers can't place a mechanic's lien on federal property. The Miller Act creates financial protection for all parties. Which projects require Miller Act bonds? Generally applies to federal construction contracts exceeding specific dollar thresholds. Military installations, federal office buildings, veterans hospitals, courthouses, national parks, border facilities. If you're performing construction work directly for the federal government, Miller Act bonding requirements will likely apply. Federal infrastructure projects, Army Corps of Engineers projects, most large-scale federal construction jobs. The three most common bonds. Most federal projects involve three different types of surety bonds. Let's look at each one. Bid bonds, performance bonds, payment bonds. Bid bonds. A bid bond is submitted with your bid, telling the government you're serious about performing the work. If you win the contract, you'll provide a performance bond and payment bond. Protects the government if the winning bidder refuses to honor their bid. Covers additional cost of awarding the project to another contractor. Performance bonds. A performance bond protects the federal government. Guarantees contractor will complete the project as specified. If there's a default, the surety may step in to complete or cover losses. Gives project owners more confidence in contractors. Payment bonds. Payment bonds protect subcontractors, suppliers, and labor providers. Provides a way for eligible parties to seek payment. Critical because liens can't be filed against federal property. Ensures payments flow through the project. Why the Miller Act matters. The Miller Act creates confidence throughout the construction process. Government knows projects will be completed. Subcontractors have a clear path to payment. Suppliers are more willing to provide materials. Qualified contractors can compete for larger jobs. Reduces financial risk for everyone involved. How contractors qualify for Miller Act bonds. Bonding isn't just about credit scores. Sureties look at your financial strength, company experience and work history, management team and available capital, current backlogs, equipment, and credit, banking relationships. The stronger your business, the more confidence a surety has in supporting your projects. Good financials, history, and relationships all matter. Preparation leads to higher bonding capacity. Common mistakes. Waiting until the last minute to start bonding process. Assuming all surety companies have the same requirements. Underestimating the need for strong financial statements. Failing to build relationships with experienced surety professionals. Planning ahead eliminates many challenges. Tips for improving bond capacity. Maintain accurate financial records. Improve profitability and manage debt. Develop strong banking relationships. Build a successful track record. Work with experienced insurance and surety professionals. Frequently asked questions. Can small contractors qualify? Yes, start small and grow your bond capacity over time. Does every federal project require Miller Act bonds? Not every project. Always check the solicitation. Can subcontractors obtain Miller Act bonds? Usually not, but they may have other bonding requirements. Final thoughts. The Miller Act isn't here to make federal contracting harder. It's designed to protect the government, taxpayers, subcontractors, and suppliers. Understanding bid, performance, and payment bonds gives you confidence. The more prepared you are, the smoother the process will be. Whether you're new to government contracting or expanding your federal work, invest in understanding the Miller Act. It's worth the effort. Thank you for watching. We hope this webinar simplified the Miller Act and federal bonding requirements. Like, subscribe, and share with others in your community. Need a second opinion on your insurance program or bonding strategy? Schedule a confidential discussion. Visit montridgeinsurance.com. Thanks for watching.